Y'all, I'm back, y'all. I'm just sitting back and listening and, doing what I do. I'm doing what I do when it comes down to investigation because this is something that I always wanted to do. And this is something that I had a chance to do, but cause of a lot of things, one thing that I didn't do, that stopped me from being this, okay? So, yes, I am qualified to be an officer and a detective. Okay, now y'all, there is a funeral arrangement for Javion and Magee, the 21-year-old Chicago truck driver who was found unalive on September 11th in North Carolina has been announced. Now, all these people. Now, I'm in Atlanta. I'm not about to catch no plane. I'm not getting on another plane. So, I got on one before. I'm not getting on it again. And I'm not making a road trip where people don't appreciate you to another scene where y'all in y'all city, y'all people got to come together in your state, in your city, in your town, and support each other families, okay? Magee visitation will take place on October the 5th at Miracle Rival Cathedral in Maywood, Illinois, a western suburban of Chicago. The visitation will start at 10 a.m., followed by the funeral service at 11 a.m. Magee was in Henderson, y'all. For those who just not joining, for those who already know, very good. If you got any more information, please share it with funny acting grandmama Lanita. Magee was in Henderson, North Carolina, delivering a load to a local Walmart supercenter on September 10th. He was found unalive the following morning. Excuse me, y'all. It was Magee's first time making a delivery to Henderson, according to a police report. Now, if it's his first time, why the other person didn't do this trip? I just want to know, were they absent? Why they didn't do this load? What made them not want to do this load? And they gave it to a new arrival, new breed, this load. So it's something about this delivery load that didn't nobody wanted to take. You didn't assign it to this person, or somebody else wanted this person to be assigned. Was it a setup within the community of the truck job? What's the setup of the person who found him? We got to be careful when we jump to conclusion, y'all. Okay, on September 11, a 911 call was made at 10:08 a.m. at 285 Vancouver Mill Road in Harrison. The 911 caller, the owner of the T&R tractor trailer repair, told an emergency responder that they was mowing the grass and saw a man appear to have hung himself on a tree. I'm gonna go back to this without exaggerating. Here it is, 10 o'clock a.m. right here on Vance Mill Road. The 911 so happened it has to be a T&R tractor trailer repair company, okay? So this particular day is a day that they decide to cut the grass, to mow the grass. And a T&R tractor trailer repair told an emergency responder that they was mowing the grass and saw a man appear to have hung himself from a tree. Allegedly, somebody had to know that they was going to mow the grass that particular day. Or is it that it was on their conscience to make it look like a setup that he did it, that Javion did it? Okay? I am curious about the two men, the man that called the emergency responder. I want to hear him talk. I like to hear people say something. I'm curious about that, the mowing the grass. That particular day, they decided to mow the grass and found him and found a man who appeared to have hung himself. So you actually think that a young man who interested in what he do, who is so tired, we're gonna get a hotel. See, if Javion never would have came to that destination and he would have got a hotel, that's a possibility that we wouldn't be here now. Okay, but since we here now, I don't want to jump the conclusion, but I am going to jump the conclusion with the men that found him at 10:08, not 8 o'clock, not 7 o'clock, but 10:08 a.m. So that boy been out there sitting beside a tree that long. Okay? The 911 caller added that the man looked unalive and that he still has a thing around his neck. Now, the deputy and emergency responder were dispatched to the area. Where the deputies arrived at the scene, they saw a black man outside of a fence in that area at the base of a tree in a seated position with a rope wrapped around his neck and other attached to a tree according to the written release. Now, I want to say this. What it seemed like is whoever did this, whoever was in control of this, I'm not going to say Javion, felt bad about the situation, allegedly felt bad about the situation. One of the person took him down and set him right there. One of the person didn't want to do this, but the other people wanted to do this. That's the way I see it. Because for somebody to sit him beside of the tree, they felt sorry for him. And they couldn't stop and now have no control of the person who did this. The man was later identified as Magee, was transported to the North Carolina office of the chief medical examiner for an autopsy. This is the trouble story, y'all. The trouble story, they had they requested a report from the medical examiner, which would be released once available. Okay, a primary autopsy report revealed that Magee didn't have any defense wounds or signs of physical RSA. Okay, but y'all know about the hemorrhaging around his neck. You know he's gonna have that. Okay. We heard about the funeral that they're gonna have for Javion. Where is the candlelight, y'all? We need a candlelight vision. Usually, when I do a story, we do a candlelight vision. They have a candlelight vision, you know, to show respect. But y'all, something about this story that I'm not buying, and they keep mentioning about police officers, but I'm not hearing the sheriff talk about no polices. Now, I'm curious about the three men that found Javion Magee.